Jonathan Wild, hero or villain of 18th century London. In the shadowy streets of London, one name was on everyone's lips: Jonathan Wild. To some, he was a hero; to others, the greatest villain in history. This is the unbelievable story of a man who was both a crime fighter and a criminal. Jonathan Wild was born in 1682 in Wolverhampton, a quiet rural town. His life began like any other, but when he moved to London as a young man, his destiny took a dramatic turn. Jonathan found himself in debt and ended up in prison. But inside those walls, he formed connections that would shape his future: London's most notorious criminals. Once released, Jonathan quickly rose to power in London's underworld. But he wasn't just any criminal. He used his cunning to portray himself as a protector of the people. Jonathan created an empire. He made secret deals with thieves, took their loot, and returned it to the original owners for a hefty fee. To the public, he was a man who recovered stolen property, but behind the scenes, he orchestrated the very crimes he claimed to solve. Jonathan became a celebrated figure, hailed as a defender of justice. He captured criminals and brought them to court. But what people didn't know was that many of the so-called criminals were his former associates. Jonathan's downfall began when he was caught in his own web of lies. Former allies turned on him, exposing his double life. He was no longer a hero to the people, but a villain. In 1725, Jonathan Wild was sentenced to death. His story became a cautionary tale of betrayal, greed, and manipulation. Jonathan Wild remains one of history's most cunning criminals, a man who blurred the lines between justice and crime. His story serves as a stark reminder of the dark complexities of human nature. This was the story of Jonathan Wild. Was he a hero or a villain? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Crazy History for more fascinating tales.